I'm Lee Feltano,
the internet's fuzziest music fan.
and we're here with the Hello Family Tree.
This is the Hello Family Tree, episode 2. The Lees. They mean us. Zach Hill and Rob Crow are the Lees, two very distinct musicians. Rob Crow is probably best known for Pinback, where riffs rock and Rob Crow belts in a high tenor. Rob Crow makes very authentic music. There's no put on to sound cool or extra metal, just an instrument or two, some skills, and the heart of an artist. The same could be said for Zach Hill. On paper, it sounded like an odd pairing in 2006 when this album was announced, but as soon as you hit play, you see how those styles meshed. The drums aren't mixed as loud to make room for Rob Crow, less punching, more tapping. Not as thorny and deep, more like a psychedelic blanket. The bass takes up the low register with a chunky tone. The guitar sounds the right mix of clean and dirty, like a Saved by the Bell episode about grunge. The kind of noise punk album you can take to your parents, or to your friends who think hella sounds scary because you played them Church Gone Wild in the car at night on the Texas back road. Going hard without going off. Quiet chaos. Punk that can be turned up as loud as you want. Responsible punk. Let's do it track by track.
Track 1. Black Caesar, Red Sonia. That opening riff feels like turning over a tired car engine in the parking lot following the end of your Friday shift. Let's get this weekend started. Predictable in all the right ways. Experimental in a way that isn't jarring. Music your friends would say, "What is this?" rather than, "Can we listen to something else?" Track 2. Recycler 1A. The Recycler interludes have a variation on a jam feel made from looped bits of drums and guitar. They make for great bumpers, little breathers in the album that don't slow it down while also letting you relax for a second. Track 3. Vacation, Asphyxia, Vacation. A good build before the vocals come in, becoming a psychedelic early Smashing Pumpkins sounding riff and then collapsing into a driving jam, mad bass drum, hypnotic Nirvana type grunge riffing, tension and release. The lyrics feel just right to sing along to in the car, or hum while you're waiting for the last hour of Friday shift to end, or hum while you're dragging yourself out of bed Monday morning. Track 4. Empathy on a Stick. Prog punk pop, in and out like a flash. Track 5, Recycler 1B. Back with the Recycler interlude. The first few bars are the same, and then the loop breaks into live instruments, including keyboard, before fading out shortly. I lured the tracks on each other out of curiosity and duty to the Hello Family Tree for chasing down wild ideas. The tracks match briefly, but soon become their own thing. Track 6, Non-Threatening. This is a gorgeous song. One rhythm, one riff, and a mini chorus change. Pop noise post-punk. The lyrics feel conversational, train of thought, not hiding anything behind poetic pretense. The song is as down-to-earth as a deeply rooted peach tree. Crispy drums. Track 7, Black Metal in the Hour of Starbucks. Another interlude jam type piece, a cool burst of energy. The opposite of a breather when sandwiched between two songs with a lot of breathing space in them. Track 8, Nice Chaps, Buddy. This has tight pop song vibes. I'm very serious when I say that I would love to hear a Britney Spears cover version of this. Track 9, So Much for the Fourth Wall. The descending riff, the bass drum, the low snare tone, the low synth. Is this the lady's big bottom? That's what I said. Another great example of how Zach Hill isn't a rhythm section. He's adding as much as a guitar or vocalist would, with that kind of dynamic presence and phrasing. Track 10, Recycler 2. Another loop-based recycler interlude. This one is denser, more like an EDM track with its pattern repetition and changes within that repetition. There's some cool synths layered in here. Track 11, And Them. Beneath the soil are tangles of plant root. It's almost like a magic trick how much is hiding between the dirt and your eyes. Time to dig a hole and see what's down there. This has a fantastic Sonic Youth type classic noise jam before dropping out and popping back in like a monster unchained. Track 12, Mandatory Psycho Freakout. Zach Hill fans love their long tracks. Tough Guy Fantasy has a 12-minute track, Arctic Boys has a 12-minute track, Masculine Drugs ends with a 13-minute track. The last track of the Zach Hill Omar Rodriguez Lopez Mantra Hiroshima album is 14 minutes. There's also a 40-minute long Drumgasm. The No Age Zach Hill EP. Mick Barr and Zach Hill's Shred Earthship ends with an 11-minute track. The second Nervous Cop release, the one made with the Deerhoof crew, and even more. The Freakout is a classic tradition within the psychedelic album. Red Crayola had their freeform freakouts on the Parable of Arable Land. Iron Butterfly has the 17-minute version of Inagata Divita. I was going to list more, but I discovered several academic papers online, namely Hearing Chaos by Judy Lockhead, Interpreting Chaos, The Paradigm of Chaotics and New Critical Theory by Kenneth MacLeod, and The Long Freakout, Unfinished Music and Countercultural Madness in 1960s and 1970s Avant-Garde Rock by Jay Keister. So that's a rabbit hole I fell down. I'll put links in the papers in the comments and likely discuss them in a future video, just because it's super cool. Like drifting to sleep, this one goes in and out of the chaos. 1 minute you're there, the next you're back. 1 minute you're there, the next minute you're still there, but time has passed. Some things are floating back, but not enough. You drift off again and become one with everything. Plugging back in or out, depending on your cosmology. Guitar drones panned entirely on the left and the right, buzzing like punk honeybees keeping the hive warm. Is that how bees work? This jam throws it all down, leaving no stone unturned, while also giving purpose and intent to every strike. Ending with a bass guitar jam that has to be some of my all-time favorite riffage and drumming. The last minute of this album lives rent-free in my brain. I would rank it as one of the best single minutes of rock music. then it's Monday again. Time for work. At least you have these ladies songs in your head to get you through the week. If you like the ladies, and you're like, where do I hear more of the ladies? They must have only done the one album, Lee Feltano. You say to me, I bet they only made the one album. Well, you would be extremely wrong, because the ladies have a lot of other things out. They have a bonus track on the Thankful comp. It's called Trapped in the Hobbit. It's a bonus track on the re-release of the vinyl. You can get that there. Let's see, we're gonna break this down. We got 6 more lady songs from Holy Smokes albums. Let's look at the first album, Zach Hill and the Holy Smokes, Masculine Drugs. Masculine Drugs. You got Getting in the Head of Your Galaxy. You got Mountains in Thy Chest. You got Gardens of Various Heat. I think. I'm 90% sure. This one I feel like could be on the edge. I think it's Rob Crow and Zach Hill on that one. Okay, and then we got album 2.
Talk to your kids about games.
You got Pretty Much None of Us Know Anything. You got Upside Down. You got Afternoon. Honorable mention, Team Sleep. This wasn't really a Zach Hill, Rob Crow collaboration, but they were both on this album. It's the Chino Moreno side project. Check it out because you'll probably enjoy it. And we'll do a Hella Family Tree on Team Sleep another time. Are you kidding me? Get a carpet. Okay, where were we before my neighbors they're gonna keep doing it? God.